Wrong job. Carl thought he was ready for anything when he landed the job as an investigator at a top-tier security firm. He'd spent years in law enforcement, grinding through the rough cases. But this was going to be different. The money was better, the hours were easier, and he was sure he could handle the pressure. The firm's clients were big-time, high-profile corporations, and their problems were always fascinating. But when Carl was handed his first assignment, something felt off. The case seemed simple: a data breach at a tech startup, an insider leak of sensitive company secrets. He'd been briefed on the usual stuff: track the source, handle with discretion, don't ask too many questions. But the deeper Carl dug, the more he realized that something wasn't quite right. The company, already in turmoil, seemed to be hiding something much bigger than a rogue employee. Late one night, as he combed through encrypted files and skimmed through shady surveillance footage, Carl stumbled across a name he recognized, someone from his past, a name he'd sworn he'd never see again. His old partner, Emily, who had disappeared years ago, presumed dead in a case gone horribly wrong. Carl's heart began to race. There were no coincidences in this line of work. Slowly, he pieced together the fragments. Emily hadn't just disappeared. She had been working for the very startup he was investigating. Her last known location had been near the company's headquarters when the breach occurred. Now, his investigation wasn't about a data leak. It was about finding Emily, the one person he thought he'd never see again. But the closer Carl got to the truth, the more dangerous the game became. The company was hiding something far worse than he could imagine, something that involved dark tech, corrupt power, and people willing to do anything to protect their secrets. It wasn't long before Carl realized the truth. He wasn't just in the wrong job, he was in over his head. The company's security had caught wind of his investigation, and he was now a target. As Carl tried to make his escape, the walls closed in. No backup, no allies, just him and a relentless pursuit to silence him. The final moments were a blur. He was cornered in a basement, the flickering light above casting eerie shadows on the walls. Emily's face appeared before him, a ghost of the past. But there was no recognition in her eyes. She was a puppet, a tool in a much larger, darker scheme. And then, everything went black. Carl never made it out.